Greetings, everybody. My name is Dr. Dologa, a commodity trading advisor in Paris, France. I would like to talk today about the Elliott wave trading, the theory and the practice. This is video number 5, titled Elliott wave cycles. It is part of the video series named Professional Way of Reading Elliott wave charts. All the PDF files can be obtained from the author. The purpose of this video series is teaching the trader the perspective of how the Elliott waves can increase the trading profit. This hard task is the same as that of the 4 manuals written by us. These videos will show parts of Volume 1 to Volume 4, a journey of 2,145 pages associated with 2,400 charts and 158 Excel trading files. The reader will assimilate step by step the practical aspects of trading, from the wave labeling to the Elliott wave trading strategy. These videos and manuals describe in a simpler manner the difficult task of becoming a professional trader. Parts of these manuals can be read at our website, elliottwaves-trading.com. Contents of the multiple topic videos. Video number 1 concerns the trend. Video number 2 is talking about the impulsive wave fractals. Video number 3 exposes the Elliott wave corrections. Video number 4, it's about corrective wave fractals. And video number 5, the current one, describes the Elliott wave cycles. Important to mention, for an optimal understanding and assimilation, these videos must be read in the above order. Video number 5, titled Elliott wave cycle. Most traders do not use the previous chart pattern to visualize optimally the chaining of the wave patterns. In this way, we fail to grasp valuable information concerning the chart cluster or confluences, the landmarks of reversals. The Elliott wave cycles add to our trading a lot of precision. We could never label and trade efficiently a wave without knowing the market position within the cycle. Through the years of our Elliott wave practice, we found an easier technique which will greatly increase the trading efficiency, thus yielding a much higher profit. Well, let's talk about impulsive cycles 1 and corrective cycles 2. In this drawing, we have a full Elliott cycle composed of a subcycle 1, meaning the impulsive pattern, and subcycle 2, meaning the corrective pattern. Usually to say that the impulsive pattern has 5 waves and the correction pattern has 3 waves in this case. Let's give a chart example showing the downward price cluster projection. Right over here again is subcycle 1 and subcycle 2 with the A, B, and C parentheses, and of course the C is in progress. And what we did over here, we used the Fibonacci ratio projection concerning the C, the value of C with regard to A, and also the previous cycle correction with regard to the entire magnitude of the impulsive pattern. Right over here we see we have a cluster 1, which is the same level as the 0.618 of the C with regard to A, and also the 50%, which is the half of the previous cycle correction. Cluster number 2 is Fibonacci ratio equal to 1, and of course in the retracement it goes to 75%. The DAX chart shows an Elliott cycle with a corrective subcycle 2 in progress. Wave C, parentheses, may either fail at 40,784, guided by the relation C equals to 0.618A, or remain a classic magnitude at 3,034.58, guided by the relation C equal A. Another chart example shows the time downward projection. So what we did over here, we measured the duration of subcycle 1, and we projected for the duration of corrective pattern, knowing that the correction pattern can be started 38% of the impulsive pattern duration. So right here, we reach the conclusion the C is in progress. So we put, for a normal C equal to A, we use the Fibonacci ratio 1.5, which means that instead of 233 bars allocated to the impulsive pattern, will be half of it, which is 116. The CAC4 chart shows an Elliott cycle with a corrective subcycle 2 in progress. The temporal termination is projected to be at 150% of the previous time subcycle 1. Another chart example showing two things: completion of the Elliott cycle 1, like you see, it's completed, and then passage in Elliott passage to Elliott cycle 2, which is right here, meaning that the impulsive pattern of the subcycle 2 will start right here, and we have drawn this future trend line, which is the trend axis of the next impulsive pattern. The DAX chart shows an Elliott cycle 1 terminated, chaining with a subcycle 1 of the next Elliott cycle 2 in its impulsive pattern development. Right here is the same as the previous, but a few some time after it. So once again, the Elliott cycle 1 is completed. Elliott cycle 2 is in progress. We see over here that the Elliott cycle 2, it's in its impulsive pattern phase. 1 is finished and 2 is in progress. Okay, and we can see that this chart shows that the wave C of wave 2, the subwave C of wave 2, has its subwave triple I in progress. This is another drawing which shows the full Elliott wave cycle. Subcycle 1 is the impulsive pattern, subcycle 2 is the correcting pattern, and what is interesting to see over here that the C is in progress within the subcycle 2, and what we have is the wave A of subcycle 2. It looks like a leading diagonal triangle, and wave B parenthesis of the subcycle 2 looks like a horizontal triangle. This it's a fully labeled Elliott wave cycle, and this shows again the labeling of the impulsive pattern, which is subcycle 1, and this is the corrective pattern of subcycle 2. We used over here this projection C equal A, which gives our target for termination of ABC at Fibonacci ratio of 1, 6,229, right over here. And if we take on the other side, if we apply on the other side the Fibonacci ratio with the height of the entire previous impulsive pattern, we reach the 61.8%, which could be a second possible target. Multiple impulsive corrective patterns made the cycles. Over here we have a cycle number 1 made of an impulsive pattern and a corrective pattern. If we put these two together, we get cycle 1 and cycle 2, the same impulsive corrective for the second cycle. Now if we add another one to this, we got the cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3 with the impulsive pattern 1, impulsive pattern 2, impulsive pattern 3. Then with their allocated corrective subcycle for the cycle 1, for the cycle 2, and for the cycle 3. Now we have labeled multiple impulsive corrective patterns within our cycle. This is cycle 1 with its first label fractals. This is the same thing, but we added cycle 2. This is the same thing as the previous, but we added cycle 3. Each of the Elliott wave cycles consists of an impulsive pattern of 5 waves and the corresponding corrective pattern of 3 waves. Even if classically it was noted that there is no relationship among Elliott cycles, we have closely studied the contiguous cycle types with the purpose of finding Elliott to be used in revealing legitimate cluster. Well, we reached the end of the video number 5, so please allow me to express here all my thanks for the moments of happiness and also for the enhanced mental reward acquired during the period of teaching you. On the left side, I have my address, email address, mirkdologa at yahoo.com. And on the right side, we have our 2 specialized sites, elliottwave-trading.com and pitchforktrader.com. Underneath, we have our credentials. Thank you very much for your time, and we wish you a good day.